Hello there, guys. Welcome back to the Stamford Voice for your Wolves versus Chelsea match preview in the Carabao Cup. And before I get into this particular preview, there's something I just want to get out of the way because um, I have seen so many Chelsea fans holding their hearts in their hands because Chelsea is ninth in the Premier League table. Even though today the match preview is about, of course, the Carabao Cup, but this feeling of being ninth in the Premier League table obviously is not sweet. And some or most of the Chelsea fans have begun to feel like Chelsea is going back to the Chelsea that we had in the past, other than last season, in the past 2-3 seasons. And I want to tell them, no, we are not. Right now, Chelsea are world champions. And this is something that is going to stick for the next 4 years. And by winning that World Cup, we did not get it by favor. We won it by merit, by beating a highly confident PSG team that had won the Champions League in that same season. What are you talking about? Chelsea are world champions, and I want to tell you this today. Chelsea in the Premier League and in the Champions League are going to be back in top form. Now, let's talk about Carabao Cup before I even look at this particular game. Now, this is the fourth round of the Carabao Cup. That means we are only 3 games away from the final. Just 3. 3 games away from the final. What does that mean? That means if we win this game, then we will only need to win 3 more games to get to the final. And that is the 5th round and then the 2 semifinals. This is a close cup that Chelsea can win this. Remember, Chelsea is all about cup. We are not Arsenal, by the way. We are not Tottenham. We are all about cups. And this is a cup that I think we have the shortest route to winning the Carabao Cup. And I think, I even believe Enzo Maresca has this in his mind that this is a cup that we have a very short route to winning, perhaps even a very shorter route as compared to the FA Cup or Champions League or the Premier League is not even something we are talking about because the Premier League is won at the end of the season in the 35th, 37th, 38th game. So I think Carabao Cup is the shortest route that Chelsea or any other team has to winning a cup. And we want to finish with the cup. We are not taking this narrative that Chelsea is performing. No, Chelsea are world champions and we cannot end a season without a cup. So we are going to give this Carabao Cup the best shot that we have. But that does not mean that we will not, of course, rotate players. You will see my lineup when we get to that point. But I want to start with Wolves because Wolves have lost quite a number of games, to be honest. But they have also won some very, very good matches. And I want to give you the last 5 matches that have been played by Wolves. Now, the last match they played against Burnley. They played against Burnley and they lost 3-2 to Burnley. Then before that, they had lost to Sunderland. You remember Sunderland, yeah? You remember Sunderland? I'm sure no Chelsea fan has no idea about Sunderland, especially after that last minute loss. So the last game was against Burnley. They lost 3-2. The previous one was against Sunderland where they lost 2-0. Then before that they played Brighton where they drew 1-1. Remember, Brighton is a very good team. So they got a 1-1 draw. They also got a 1-1 draw against Tottenham Hotspur. Then they won in the Carabao Cup that round against Everton. They won 2-0. Before that, in the Premier League, they had lost to Leeds United 3-1, lost to Newcastle 1-0, lost to Everton 3-2, lost to, no, they beat West Ham in the Carabao Cup second round, but in the Premier League, they had lost against Bournemouth 1-0 and lost against Man City. So, their recent form has improved, but they are not a overly good team. So I think Chelsea will have a field day here. The only challenge is that we are going to rotate players, and you always don't know what is going to happen when you rotate players. Now, without further ado, I want to introduce my lineup because the reality is in this Carabao Cup, this is, I think, the closest chance we have to rotating players because in this Carabao Cup, there's Arsenal, there's Man City, there's Newcastle, there's Liverpool, there's these big teams, and these teams are going to win this fourth round. So basically, when we go to the fifth round, because I expect Chelsea to beat Wolves tomorrow, no questions. I expect Chelsea to beat Wolves tomorrow. So when we move to the next round, and that is the fifth round, I expect Chelsea to get a good opponent. Therefore, if we have a tougher opponent in the fifth round and the semi-finals, I don't expect Chelsea to be able to do as much rotation as we can do today. So, as much as Wolverhampton form has been improving, I still expect Enzo Maresca to do a huge bit of rotation tomorrow, and this is what I expect him to do. Obviously, we know Philip Jorgensen has been the cup goalkeeper, of course, except except the Champions League, because of course Champions League and Premier League are another level. So we expect Philip Jorgensen to start in goal, and I expect him to not have so much to do. And the little that he will have to do, of course, we expect him to show what he's been doing in training all this while, because he has not been playing that much. So in the left back position, obviously, Marc Cucurella is a very key player for us, so we expect Marc Cucurella to be rested for Yoro Hato, who, you remember the game he played as a left center back. People felt like he was really amazing, and he also said that he's improving physically. So I expect Yoro Hato to start in the left center, not center back, left wing back position. Now, in the center back positions, I want to start with, and please don't kill me, but I think this is what Enzo Maresca is going to do. Start with the centre-back pairing of Tosin Adrabioyo and Wesley Fofana. And the reason this is going to happen is because I believe that Josh Achampong is currently a starting centre-back for Chelsea, especially in the absence of Levi Colwill. So I expect Tosin Adrabioyo to start, and I hope that he can be able to redeem himself, especially because the last two games that he played, he cost Chelsea 2 goals. The penalty he gave away against, I think it was Ajax, I'm not sure, and the last minute goal against Sunderland. So I expect Tosin Adrabioyo, Uncle Tosin, to redeem himself tomorrow. Wesley Fofana was rested in the weekend, and I don't think he's yet a starting centre back for Chelsea because of his fitness level. So I expect him to start in this particular game where the pressure would not be so much. So I expect a good performance from Fofana. And by the way, with these centre backs, I think we have what it takes to get a clean sheet against Wolverhampton. Remember, in the Carabao Cup, there is no extra time. So if you get to 90 minutes and the game is a level, then we go to penalties, and we do not want penalties. Yes. So we better keep a clean sheet there. In the right back position, Malo Gusto has missed the last 2 games. So I expect him to be fresh for this particular game, to give 100%, to carry the team, because he's one of the starting players who would be in a starting 11, because he even played in the World Cup final that we beat PSG thoroughly 3-0. So I expect him to raise the level and maybe move the team to make the team much stronger. Now, moving into midfield, I think we have a very good rotation of midfield. Here we start with Romeo Lavia in the holding midfield position, and then he can be flanked by Andre Santos, because I think that is a good midfield that can win you a game against a team like Wolves. And now in the 10th position, obviously, Cole Palmer has been missing for a long time. We have an option of Joao Pedro in the number 10 position, but Enzo Maresca stated that Joao Pedro is not physically fit, so he will only play games where he must play. So I think he's going to be rested for tomorrow, and Facundo Bonanote gets another start in the number 10 position. Up top, we were told that Liam Delap is back. Beautiful, beautiful news to have Liam Delap back, because where that forward position has been giggling, giggling, giggling all through. We are not getting a good flow of things. So Liam Delap is back, but I don't think he's going to get a start against Wolves. I think he's going to come off the bench around minute 60, perhaps when we are winning, or even if we are not winning. So I expect Liam Delap to come off the bench at the 60th minute. So we've started with Facundo Bonanote and McGill up top as the number 9. Now, in the wing, Estevao did not start in the weekend, so I expect Estevao William to start in the wing. And on the left wing, I expect Jamie Gittens to get the nod ahead of Alejandro Garnacho, because Alejandro Garnacho has recently been starting stronger games for Chelsea. So this is what I expect, and I expect Chelsea to get a 3-1 win tomorrow against Wolves, and Estevao William to get the man of the match. Give me your thoughts down below. See you in the next one.